What's up, guys? It's New Year's Day. Second cup of coffee. Added a shot of espresso in it. It's gotta be one of them days. Where I am right now, I woke up, it was 0 degrees. Some of the signs that I passed said -1. Whatever. It's freezing. But I'm heading down to Charlotte, North Carolina. Probably not going to make it there tonight because I still have 716 more miles to go. And so chances are, no, I'm not going to make it there tonight. Not with E-Logs. If I wasn't on E-Logs, guaranteed it would have been an easy day because I don't have to pick up and I don't have to drop off today. So it's an easy day regardless. Alright, I envision a world that's coming soon that scares me. And some of it has to do with technology, some of it has to do with the government. Some of it has to do with the powers that be that want to control the world. Some of it has to do with people that give into technology or refuse to challenge new laws based on technology. I want to dive into this because last night I was thinking on my drive home about a few things. I was thinking about technology and I started seeing people walking in the road and I thought to myself, if these self-driving cars are going to be able to see a human or depict a human and be able to stop themselves, like if there's a kid with their ball crossing the road and the kid's chasing the ball not looking left or right, and what's technology going to bring? Because there's always safety. If you haven't noticed, with technological advances there's always safety. And then I started thinking, well, what's going to stop the vehicle? Well, it can't really be a sensor because it can't really depict when something is going out. But what it can do is depict something else. And this something else are those chips. Yep, gotta pause a second. Those chips are going to be implanted in all of us because of safety. Because of if your vehicle is going and you're not paying attention and there's self-driving cars and we are interacting with technology, the only choice is to implant a chip in everybody. This is the next step. Now, we've been talking about this for years, us conspiracy-minded folk. We've been told about this since the 90s, right? And before then, everyone was scared about barcodes. So, we're going to have to get chipped. Get a microchip in our hand and our whatever, right? It's easy on the hand because then you can open up your car doors, you're going to unlock your phone. There's a lot of safety involved. And it enables us to interact with technology, where technology is a basic part of our life, where consciousness and technology is in a constant state of interaction and communication. Open the door, you know, it's going to detect if the chip's around. Making a purchase, you're going to need the chip to make a purchase. There's a lot of ways that people are going to get you on board of their technology. And one way to do this is to apply safety and apply the future and apply that you can interact with technology at a deeper level where technology is going to be able to be to the point where all car doors, all house doors can only be opened with a chip. I see this world and I see it's coming very soon. Sorry guys, give me a second. I got coffee sprayed everywhere. So I gotta start drinking it down a little bit. self-driving cars. They're not just going to drive themselves unless there's consciousness interacting with it, approving what the technology is doing. In order to do this, you got to put a chip in there or another means. But you need to have a chip that's connected via Bluetooth or whatever the fuck, or just like how you use your chip credit card, you might have to put your chip connected to it in a magnetic way. I don't know. But I see this world coming, and I don't think we're very far off from being able to do all this shit now. Protect your data. Protect your possessions. Protect your house. You're going to need to be chipped. There's going to be an implant that has to happen. And this is a scary idea to those who think more about their real safety and their real prosperity. But I think most people, especially the new millennials, which I think this is why they are brainwashing the millennials to go with a corporate socialist agreement. Like, everyone's ideology going towards the new millennium, and everyone who's been born over the last 15 to 30 years, I see that they've been indoctrinated with agreeing with the chip. They're ready for the chip. It's cool. It's the next level, and everyone wants to see the next level. Everyone wants the brand newest TV. Well, imagine if you don't need a device to turn on your TV. You can just say TV on, and it'll turn on without pressing a button. This is going to happen. And you might need a chip in order to do this. And things in your life might, I mean, even down to like your gun lock for your safe. Your safe might need to be opened by your chip. To get a bank account, get a chip. So when you go by the ATM, you can wave your chip and say or type, $400, and then it'll pop out. It's going to be automated. There's a lot of automations that are going to happen. And I think we need to be aware of this. Now, my standpoint is, no, I don't want to be chipped. I don't want to be in this type of society where we are communicating, we're in constant communication with technology, because this is going to give us a loss of perception in which we used to, as a species, up until very, very, very recently, thought about family on the daily, thought about what we need to do to provide, to eat, for shelter, clothing. But it was up till recently where technology has just skyrocketed, where now we are fighting for technology rather than family. I know that's a tough pill to swallow for a lot of people, because a lot of people obviously still love their family. But if you're looking at the millennials, what are they doing? They're playing video games. They're not associating with their family. They're literally closing the door to their family, and they're becoming a solo mind. They're just themselves interacting with technology. A video game on their phone, to social media, to whatever the case. And I find this disturbing, because the next step is just going to be worse, and then worse, and then worse. I don't believe the future has much in store for the old school person. I think you have to get with the times and have technology a part of every part of your day. It's just going to be what it's going to be. Like, program your semi-truck, like I'm in right now, to only be opened by two people: the driver and whoever works at your trucking company. Like, specific people can be authorized to have access to the vehicle. To technology recognizing where the chips are around it. So if a chip starts flying towards the road, that it would slow down and have caution. It's going to get to this level. And I see it happening very soon. Because we have the technology for all of this stuff right now. In fact, we've had this technology for many years. So what's holding us back? What's holding us back? There's going to have to be government intervention. There's going to have to be people on the forefront of this technology like Elon Musk that are well liked and able to orchestrate a good means of determining what's cool about this. So they're going to have to determine how they can make it cool, accessible for everybody else, and profitable. And the government is using the millennials to get this done, because what they're doing is they're making the socialist propaganda part of it. Like, you gotta be part of this new innovative technology. It's cool, it's hip. And the technology itself isn't necessarily bad, but just like a gun, it could be used for good or bad, just like any other tool. And I see great things about this technology. Safety being one of them. Like I said, if your vehicle's driving around, it detects a chip moving towards it in its line of path, it's going to determine to slow down before you even see them, because there's a kid out, that your view's being blocked, running across the street or about to run out in front of the cars, and you don't notice it, the kid. Well, the vehicle's going to make that determination to slow down a little. It's going to get there. And with this technology, we're going to get to the point of being able to start flying around in drones. Because now, the chip technology, one drone to another drone, they're going to determine when they're going to hit each other, what's rising, what's around them, in some sort of awareness directed through consciousness in order to make it to that next level. Because if it's just me and you without the chips, we wouldn't have flying cars and drones that we're able to get from A to B. We're not going to be stuck in traffic anymore, because right here we're linear, we're on the road. But if we're up in the air like the Jetsons and on drones, well, we can make it from A to B faster, no traffic, no bad weather conditions. I mean, you could have flying really bad weather conditions, but it would be easier in a drone. And then we're going to have to get to that next level of, automation. So the vehicles are going to have to drive themselves. You program my house to work. It's going to fly you to work. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be taxis that fly you to your destination. Uber or whoever wants to get behind the shit. Now, luckily, I say luckily like there's luck involved, for truck drivers, there is freight that is very heavy. No drone on their little fucking propellers are going to be able to haul 50,000 pound loads. It's just not going to happen. 50,000 meaning the trailer and then the load, you know what I mean. It's not going to be able to haul it. And it's not going to be able to put it into a dock. So everything's going to have to change in the future. So to establish this and to understand this, we need to evaluate this. And when I'm evaluating this, I totally see not only the possibility, but that it has to go down this path. Now, I'm not a determinist, and I will make a video bullshitting on the determinists, talking about the pros and cons of the idea, the reason and evidence, but I'm not determinist. We can change this. this is very rare for me to ever say this. If you're not new to my channel, you know I'm 100% on possibilities and not belief. And I'm totally for you can change it. You can. But I think it's overwhelmingly obvious that people want this. And it's very easy to achieve. Every aspect of your life is going to be changed. You're going to be connected to 5G or 6G Wi-Fi in the whole world. They've already established the means through law that every corner of the United States and soon the world will be under Wi-Fi. So, as scary as that sounds, you're going to be having access to high-speed Wi-Fi at all times. So yes, the radiation will be around you at all times. And who knows? Could it be because of the chip? Because they want everyone implanted? I'm not so far-fetched to think that there's such an evil doctrine to get this chip. But the possibilities can be evil. The mind behind it initially, or how they want to portray it to the public, is going to sound really good. And anybody in their right mind, by receiving that information, will be on board. We're not going to be on roads anymore, destroying running into deer. There's a billion different reasons why we don't need the roads anymore. And we can drive in drones. But the way to get there is through ships. You need to be able to interact with the technology. And you have to connect to it. And you're going to have all of your bank accounts and everything on your chip. It is going to be a cashless society. It's inevitable. Now, if it's through some Bitcoin type thing, cryptocurrency of some sort, cool. Or it's going to be the Federal Reserve changing shit, New World Order shit, and of course, if you're all chipped, there's going to have to be order, because there's going to be cameras everywhere. You go to a place of business and you steal a candy bar. First off, your chip might interact with that wrapper, and all of a sudden something in the system will go that you stole that thing, and they're going to be able to find you because you have that chip in you. There's almost no way to get around anything anymore, because once they chip you, those gun laws are going to take place. Guaranteed. Once they chip you, they're going to have chips on your firearms, and then they're going to take them away. Because they know where you are, and they have the power. So what's going to happen is, surrendering to safety and security, you're actually losing both. You're actually becoming more of a slave. Again, I like the idea of being able to interact with technology at free will, but I don't believe that you should be forced into this. And that's what's going to have to happen. Just like my truck right now with the ELD systems, my truck is being recorded where it is. When I take a break, like I go off duty, it shows me where I am. The only next step is to figure out where the fuck you are at all times. And they already got that shit with your cell phone. You can take off your location tracking, whatever, feature, but they can still find you. Why? Because that chip is still in your phone. That chip is still in your bank debit card and credit card. I still don't have the chip in my credit card, which I might as well surrender, right? Might as well surrender, get a chip. What do you guys think? Do you think this new world of technology that is on the horizon and easily able to be implemented now, do you think this is a good idea? Are you going to accept this chip? And let me know what you think, because I think this could be very good or very bad. But inevitably, power corrupts. And if the powers that be has all this power over you, I mean, if you give them an inch, they take a mile, right? I mean, we see it every single day. So let me know what you guys think. I got another video coming up in a few minutes. See you guys.